Bruce Solomon here with BruceSolomon.net. Today we're going to talk about leakage. And what is leakage exactly? Well, leakage is the concept of when somebody arrives to your blog, your website, your landing page, anything you have going on online, your Facebook, any of that. It's the ability for somebody to see something that causes them to leave your page and go elsewhere. That's leakage, okay? Sometimes we want to do that intentionally, and sometimes we don't. And I'm going to go through a few scenarios here with you and share with you which instances may or may not benefit you as far as leakage goes. So here's my main blog page, right? And this is pretty standard. You know, there's all kinds of stuff they can see on here. But we're going to look at a couple specific instances here of how I use leakage and how not to use leakage. Here is a banner ad for my primary company, and you do not see my primary company's name on there. And why is that? Well, if you know the primary company name, then you can just go into YouTube, search it, and figure out what it is and learn all about it without me, and you can bypass me and leak right off my page, right? Well, you'd have to click this to see what the next page is, and in fact, the next page is a landing page, and you're still not going to know my company name. And in order for you to know what I'm doing, you're going to have to put your email in. That's a proper funnel, and it doesn't allow people to leak away from you, right? Well, here is a great example. This is a lead generation software I promote and an email I promote. These are extremely powerful platforms. I make a ton of money with these, and I have a lot of people that use them on my team as well that do very well with them as well. But here's a perfect example of how a banner ad could leak. Okay, I'm telling you what the company name is right here, LeadNet Pro. Well, if you're a savvy marketer and you don't want to go through Bruce's funnel, right? You want to go check it out first. Well, you can just jump on YouTube and go check it out. Well, what if you see some guy or some gal on there with some great tutorial, you love what they do, and you decide, you know what, I'm going to go buy it with them. Well, what did I just do, folks? I just drove traffic right away from my page and onto somebody else's, and they went and spent their money elsewhere. That's leakage. That's how you lose sales. And look at this one. This is a double example of how bad that is. Say that banner I had didn't say LeadNet Pro on it, and you clicked on it, and then you got to this landing page, and it says LeadNet Pro right on it. Well, again, you have an opportunity for people to leak off your page. Now, for those of you that don't know how to build your own capture pages, that's completely okay. And these pages are beautiful. They're made for you. This one has a video tutorial in it, so I can share with them my perspective on this product. So I can build know, like, and trust right here. They can stick with me, and they can opt in from there if they want to know more. So does this mean everybody's going to leak off your page? Absolutely not. But this is just a leak right here that doesn't need to be there if you have the ability to get rid of it, okay? And me, I should do that for both of these. I just don't, and it's not that big of a deal. You know, I make plenty of money without worrying about those ones. My primary companies, that's a different story, right? Okay, so that's my blog page, and that's an example of a banner ads and how they can leak or not. And now we're going to go to a specific blog post. Okay, your blog posts have a couple different objectives. One major one, obviously, is to drive traffic to your blog. You make a post to bring people to your blog so they come visit you, see what else you're doing, and check out what you got going on, and hopefully buy from you and subscribe to your blog, and you build a relationship, right? Well, then you have your specific blog posts themselves. And some of these posts are a little more general, and if they leak somewhere else within your system, that's okay. And then there's some of them, like this particular post, that you're wanting to funnel people into a decision to join something or buy a product or what have you, right? And so I'm giving you this as an example of, this is the same video just posted twice here, so I can show you example of not leaking and leaking. And in this instance, I was promoting IBO Toolbox. This is a social network I ran across a week ago or so. For network marketers and internet marketers. Extremely powerful, a ton of traffic. They actually outrank Better Networker like crazy, and I pay $200 a year to be a member of Better Networker, and this is free, and you can advertise on there free. So it's pretty crazy. But anyway, I was looking for a free tool for some of my people that need that. They don't have a huge ad budget. So anyway, my goal was to have you funnel through this, give you a tutorial, and have you join IBO Toolbox at the end of this thing, right? And I don't make any money off that. It's just as a benefit of you joining me, I get some ad credits, and then everybody does the same. So it's just kind of nice when people go through each other that way. Well, I did a video tutorial, okay, and I showed you what it was. Well, the one I have on my blog is this one right here, and as you can see, this is done playing, and then it's over. But what happens is it's got a replay button, and you can still see my video tutorial there, right? Well, that's a function of not showing related videos. This is an example of showing related videos, and for a lot of you guys, that's the default setting on your YouTube account. And let's go to one here real quick. So here's a video, right? And when you click the share button right here, it gives you opportunity to embed. So you click embed. Oops, sorry. And you can copy this code and embed it. Well, if you don't want to show the related videos, you uncheck this. So it says show suggested videos when it finishes. Well, if you don't want to do that, you uncheck it. If you do want to do that, you just check it, and then you copy this code, and you go from there, and you paste that in your blog. Well, and I'm going to do a video tutorial on how to edit your code video, YouTube videos, to get rid of autoplay and get rid of all the controls and all that, and I'll show you that in the next tutorial. But so here's an example of leakage. Now, there's times on my blog, if this was a general post, I would allow this. I would intentionally allow leakage, so you can go, oh, what other videos has he got? Oh, what else is he doing, right? That's a way for me to build know, like, and trust, intentionally leaking to you my other videos without you having to navigate to my other posts. Well, one thing you got to watch for is if you don't have a bunch of videos on your blog, well, you may have one here, but the rest of these will be somebody else's. So now they have a chance of leaking away from you and going and seeing somebody else. Well, I've got quite a few videos, so this is beneficial if I want to intentionally leak, right? But if my objective is to get them to absolutely funnel in and sign up with something with me or buy a product from me, I'm going to choose this option and not allow them to leak. Okay? So that's leakage in a blog post. And also, let me explain something for you guys to think about is a lot of you guys are sharing and posting other people's videos. And that's great. But if you're sharing a guru's video or somebody extremely talented that's way better than you, guess what people are doing? They're watching super duper guy's video or gal's video, and then they're going to go look up their name and they're going to go sign up with them. So you just drive traffic to these people, and they're bypassing you. So take that into consideration when you're making a post. Alright, so let's go to the next example. This is a webinar that I did, and this is actually a page hosted on my blog. Okay, well, you don't see my navigation toolbar for my blog because I don't want to distract you with that. I'm trying to keep you here for the most part. All right, this isn't my primary company. I'm just sharing tools with you in this blog or this webinar that I use to promote my businesses, and they're all down here for sale. And so this isn't such hardcore trying to keep you with me. This is to share good information with you, provide some tools. But guess what? For a savvy marketer, a lot of people that are savvy know what they're doing. They're going to go, okay, hey, this guy's got a nice webinar. He's got a good lead capture page. Look at all the tools there for sale. This is pretty cool. What else is this guy doing? They'll come up here and look at this URL. And all you got to do is delete this section right here. And then you can go right to my parent blog, brucesolomon.net. And you can go check out whatever else I'm doing. I'm intentionally allowing them to see that so they can leak back to my main blog. And I'm allowing that. I'm also allowing this flyout ad. This is a ad right to my primary company. Okay? So I allow that to be there because I'm not so concerned of just keeping their focus completely on this webinar, right? I'm allowing some leaks there. Well, that's about it. They can share this, but they don't leak there. They're just sharing it. So that's that. And that's how I use intentional leakage here, intentional leakage there. But for the most part, that you see at the end of this video, there's not going to be any related videos, so there's nowhere to distract them there. Most people are going to come here. This auto plays when you sign in. It automatically starts playing, so it immediately grabs your attention. And after that, I'm going to direct you to funnel down here. So that's where you're going to be for the most part. But if you start wandering around, you can leak in those two spots. All right. Here's the last example I'm going to share with you is a lead capture page. Okay, this is a lead capture page to my primary company. And what you'll notice is this is actually hosted on my blog as well, but I've got the domain masked with another domain name right here. So there's nowhere to leak. They can't go to my blog and get distracted. They're there. This domain is where they're at, and there's nowhere else for them to go, so they're stuck with me. There's also no controls down here that you'll see. And this automatically starts playing, and when it ends, it just sits there and waits for them to replay. So this is all YouTube video, and I will teach you how to code that like that in another tutorial, but I'm not allowing them to leave me. Okay? Oh, excuse me. As they scroll down, they can share the video, but they're still not leaking off of me, and then they only have two options. Either join me or not, you know, opt in or not. Now, for your savvy marketers, some people will be going through, you'll see some standard capture pages, and you'll go, what is this guy promoting? And some savvy marketers will come down here, and they'll actually click on the privacy policy. Because a lot of times, the privacy policy, like right here, will tell you what the company name is. And they can take that, copy it, go to YouTube again, and bypass you, and that leak them off your site. Well, I actually host this on my blog, so the privacy policy is on my blog, and they're not going anywhere. They're sticking right with me. Yeah, they can see their stuff now, so I've leaked them, but they're leaking right into my loop, so they're staying with me. They're never leaving me, and I allow that in that instance right there. Okay. So those are a few different ways of how leakage can hurt or help you, depending on how you use it. So just consider that whenever you're putting a piece of content online, regardless of where it's at, social networking, blogs, landing pages, banner ads, whatever you're doing, consider the concept of leakage and make sure you're not leaking when you're not wanting people to leave you. And if you do want people to kind of poke around and check out what you're doing, you can allow leakage accordingly. All right? So I hope that video tutorial helped you. Do yourself a favor, subscribe to my blog so you can stay up to date with my latest trainings. Opt into my some of my stuff here and see what I'm doing, and then implement that in your sites as well. All right? Bruce Solomon with BruceSolomon.net, and remember, put others first and your success will follow. We'll talk to you again on the next one. Bye-bye.